Here we are. And this is a video to tell you or show you how to plan a trip to another country. I shall be using my trip to Japan as a example. First, we shall pick where we're going to go, and well, gotta spell it right. Here we go. Japan. First, you gotta figure out exactly what part of Japan you want to go to. You want to go up to Hokkaido, or down to Hiroshima, Osaka, Kyoto, or Tokyo. Since we are going to use my trip as an example, we shall be staying in Tokyo. Now that we figured out where we want to go, next thing to do is pick a flight. So the basis of our trip shall be the actual flight. The flight will determine when we get there, when we leave, and so we shall again use my trip as a example, and if I could just spell the right city. So going from Boston to Tokyo, spell it correctly, there we go, Tokyo, and we pop up. For the example was, we shall use the calendar and go to April. Our trip shall begin on the 2nd and we shall come back on the 17th. Now, I used JAL or Japan Airlines for my flight. As you see here, it is $17.54. It's not the cheapest, but it's also non-stop with a 13-hour flight from Boston to Narita International Airport, which actually is in Chiba. But most of the international flights to Japan will actually go into Narita. So we shall pick that one. And let's see now. We are leaving from Boston to Tokyo on the 2nd, coming back on the 17th. And it's a non-stop flight for $17.54. Wow. 13-hour flight. Yes, it is quite a long flight, but it was fine. Every seat has the ability to charge both phones and computers, and there's also wireless internet on the airplane, and every seat also has a TV screen for you. Now, just for everything, try first class, but no results found. So we'll try business class, which is basically first class, and it is $5,694, or for the cheapest one. But for the actual JAL airplane, $6,316 non-stop, using a Boeing 787, which is a really good airplane. now that we have gotten our flight picked out, it is now time for the room, getting a hotel room. Now, again, I'm using Google, but you can use any booking place you want to use. As you can see, just we'll see if we can guess not. No, basically won't be able to use this too much. We shall use TripAdvisor, because we can actually put in our times that we want to go. We shall our check-in date time go all the way to April. Now I'm selecting the 2nd, and to the 17th. I choose the 2nd because that's when the flight starts off, but you have to remember the time difference, and you'll actually be from the East Coast of the US to Japan is 13 hours, so you'll be arriving the next day 12 hours after you've taken off. So just keep in mind the time difference of where you are taking off and landing. So as you see, it's just at this point you just go and find whichever hotel you want to go to. So we have $73 a night for this one, and different things. Let's see, the stupid pop-ups. Don't mind me as I just go through random stuff on this. But we shall be using my trip as an example. So we will use the hotel I had booked. Actually booked it through Expedia, and it is in Asakusabashi, and it is the Hotel My Stays. It seems like you can actually get it for $58 a day, a night, right through here. Being at the location that it is, we are literally 100 feet from Asakusabashi Station. So let us just see when our times, if it gets any better for a price, which it hasn't. We got some good reviews, and I think I shall, after I'm done with this, write a review for this hotel room because it was really nice. So as you can see, this is actually where Hotel My Stays is. It's a nice business hotel, and was where I spent the 2.5 weeks. And it definitely helps being so close to the station, because the next station is Akihabara. I actually, for the most part, walked to Akihabara, but you can take the train too. There is also on the attached to the hotel, this particular one, is a Lawson. Lawson is a convenience store chain, which they just happen to be attached to the hotel. Here we have a street view using Google Maps, and I missed this already. This is Asakusabushi Station, as you see. And down that way is Akihabara. And over here, we actually have the hotel, which, yes, we shall come down here and, well, there we go. Hotel Maestes. It's a business hotel. That's 12 stories. My hotel room was on the 9th. A really nice hotel. As you see there, the Lawson ones are in the corner. Now, if you watch my trip to Japan videos, you'll notice the skyline at the end of the last video. Well, this is actually where it was, right across the street from the hotel. It's a Skyline GTS coupe. So, yeah, this is where I spent 2.5 weeks. Now, one of the things you have to worry about when you go on a trip like this is getting money. Now, different ways you can get money is you can go to a post office and use the ATM there, but, well, post office only open from like 9 to 5. Other option is finding a convenience store that has a ATM that you can use. I happen to have a debit card that's has a MasterCard Visa logo on it, and 7-Eleven here was pretty much the only convenience store that had an ATM that I could use and get money out. So this was pretty much my base of operations for my trip to Japan. Just looking around, and because I haven't, it's been almost a year since I've seen these pictures and these areas. That was basically how to get the hotel room. Next is using Google Maps to plan your trips all to different parts of Japan. So base everything out of our hotel and go to Orai. Spelled it correctly. There we go. Orai was one of the locations that I went to on my trip, and as you can see, we have it shows the different ways of getting there, either by car or train. You can also walk. He'll also show you the directions to walking or whatnot, but we shall use the rail systems. So basically what we select is the rail from the top menu and figure out which ones we want to use. As you can see the times, and they also have how much each one costs. And also basically we are going to pick the I think we shall pick this one to give an example. So we have going from the hotel using the Choshubo line, the Yamanate line, the Hitatachi Tokawa line, and the Kashimarikari Tensado line. It's going to take us an hour and 4 minutes, cost us 4,140 yen. So we start off at the hotel and walk to Asakusabushi Station, hit the Choshubu line towards Mitaka for one stop. Get off at Akihara bus station, grab the green Yamanote line, and we're traveling that one for 2 stops up towards Ueno in the counterclockwise position. From Ueno, we are getting on the Hitachi Tokiwa line towards Katatsuta, and we're going to be on there for about an hour and 20 minutes and get off in Mito. From Mito, we grab the Kashimari Rinkai Tetsudo line for 3 stops, and there we are, Ore. Taking 2 hours and 4 minutes. I highly recommend using Google Maps because, well, it's free and it's easy to use, and well, you can also use the Schedule Explorer here. We'll pull that up, and this will tell you, if you leave now, or you can depart at a specific time. So we shall go and depart at a specific time. So now we figure out when we want to leave. So giving time to wake up and get ready in the morning and not worry about rush hour too much. 8 o'clock in the morning shall be when we set off on our trip. And then you can just scroll down. If I can just use this correctly, just use your mouse wheel, it's easier. And you can actually see that there is a trip that will take even less time. And or not. Oh wait, did I hit the wrong one? I think I did. Let's try this again. So we want the hour and 59-minute one. There we go. Slightly different route change. So now we're using the Keishin Tohosu line instead. But it's still the same route and same price. So that's basically how we get to Ore and every other place that I went. It's, as you also see, the little JR symbols, those are who actually owns the line. So there we go. Now next, speaking of JR, there is also the JR Rail Pass, available only for foreigners. It is a prepaid rail pass that you can get for your stay in Japan. It is limited, very limited, and not so limited. Well, I'll explain. As you can see, you have the standard and green pass. Green passes give you a little bit more, it's a first class thing for express trains, but here we have the options of 7-day, 14-day, and 21-day. The time I spent in Japan was actually 17 days. So that was not quite, 14-day pass was not quite enough for that, and the 21-day was, well, just a waste of days. You have no travel limits, so they say, as long as you're using the rails, and some of the buses actually accept it, but those are few and far between. You can also use it for the bullet trains. And it's, if you don't know where you want to go and you just want to meander through, then yeah, you can, it's easy, a little bit easier. But if you're like me and actually planned out your trip, then you might not want to look into this, because the 422, unless you're going to spend multiple trips on the Shinkansen, I really can't see it being worth it. Saying that, I planned out my trip and every place I wanted to go, including a Shinkansen ride, and it was only like $350. Compare that to the $422. So that's $80 that, you know, I'm not spending, that I can spend on food. And on top of that, I still, even if I bought this 14-day pass, I would still be, 2 or 3 days without actually being able to go on anything. With this pass, I'd just be stuck walking. So, the rail pass, up in the air. Look at it. It might suit you, it might not. But, well, all depends on where you're actually going. Now, going there to Japan, if you're not going to use the rail pass, next is buying a actual ticket for the train. So we'll just look up the tickets here. Not tickets, but ticket machines. Yes, and because I can't spell. So let's see now. Images. Here we go. Here is pretty much a typical view. Above is the rail map, which gives you your where you are, and also where all the stations are located in line with each other, with the prices. So you can just pay the amount and get a ticket for just that. Or you can get a prepaid transit card, the Suica card. So let's see now if I can't find that. Let's see, where are we? Suica. Oh, we shall use this one. Alright. Suica, the prepaid transit card you can get, and it's used, well, you put money on it, and, well, there you go. Now, 2 things. The Suica card, you can load in your some of your personal information, and if you lose the card, you can get your money back. However, if you do not put your information on that it asked for, and you lose your card, you have lost the money. It's simple as that. So it depends on how you want to look at it. You can put your information on it, or you can not. Let's see now. Suica. A sample of the price menu. Let's see now. Here is the actual, oops, see, back. Let's try this one. Well, whatever. No, it's the same size, but this is the Suica card, and when you actually put your name and stuff on it right above the Suica, it says your actual name. It also has the kanji for Sama after it, which is pretty cool. Well, let's see. Here is basically an example of how you use it. There is these lighted areas you put the card up against, it beeps, you go through on the turnstile. Or you can keep it in your wallet and just flash your wallet on it. It works the same way. Now, on these you can call them turnstiles, but gates, there's a little screen above it, and it shows you what is actually on what's left on your card and how much the fare was that you just used. And so that's basically the Suica card. And also that's basically how to plan a trip in Japan. I hope it was informative. And it's a good place to go. It's fun. I had a lot of fun. It's always been a place I wanted to go. So it's just for an ending, let's just take a look at, I don't know. Let's see. Tokyo into a little bit and a little bit more. Let it load. There we go. Let's go into Akihabara. Akihabara Station. Yes, Akihabara Station. Different things. It's it's this door. Just want to get this a street view, or no? It's just a photo. But Akihabara, fun place. Here we go. Akihabara at night. Oh, I so miss this place. I spent a lot of time in Akihabara, probably because it was so close. I mean, how could you not want to go here? So, just concluding with these pictures. That was the trip planning, and well, I hope you enjoyed it. And we will catch you later.